Hi everyone, Fumi here at the Adult Ed Virtual Academy Math Lab. What is covered in the Math Lab? Well, the number one thing that we cover is HiSET prep for math. And this orientation is going to focus on the HiSET prep for math course. However, if you were enrolled into either Math 1 or Math 2 or Math 3, you're going to basically be enrolled in the same course, but just at the level that you were specifically enrolled in. HiSET prep for math includes Math Level 1, Math Level 2, Math Level 3, Math Level 4, and then our HiSET prep testing unit as well. All right, so we're going to go through how this all works. Grab a pen and some paper, and you're going to take some notes. In this orientation, I'm going to tell you a lot of information about how the course runs, including the supplies that you're going to need for the course and generally how it works. And I'm going to give you information because you're going to be tested on this in this first day, because I really want to make sure you understand what's involved. Now, you might be enrolled in algebra or geometry. Also, I want you to watch this orientation video because how the course works will be similar, okay? And a little bit, there'll be some nuances that are different, but for now, this will also suffice to give you a general understanding about how the math lab works. Okay, HiSET prep for math. This course is designed to help you focus your studies and be proficient in the math concepts on HiSET so that you'll be able to pass that test with flying colors and reach your goal. The HiSET, as you may know, is the high school equivalency test in the state of California. And that will allow you to do many things. It'll allow you to enroll into a junior college. It will allow you to meet the requirements for many jobs. It'll allow you to meet the requirements for the military. It'll allow you to meet the requirements for other particular programs, such as some of the interesting programs that we also offer in the adult division of the Los Angeles Unified School District. So it'll improve your opportunities in the state of California for many things. So it's a great opportunity if you did not graduate from high school to get your life back on track. So on the HiSET, you're going to cover a lot of basic concepts. The basic concepts are arithmetic, which is the foundation of all higher math. Arithmetic, how do you do basic things like add, subtract, multiply, and divide? You may remember a lot of this from grade school. You may have forgotten some. So that's why we start with Math Level 1, so that you can make sure you remember how to do these basic operations. You want to know how to translate from a word problem into a mathematic problem expression so that you can then solve the problem, because there's lots of word problems in math, and particularly on HiSET. So you need to make sure that you are familiar with the vocabulary. So this is another thing that's in that foundational Math Level 1 that you will cover and learn and remember how to do if you forgot. And most people do. Most people who enroll in HiSET prep, they forgot some of the arithmetic and need to go back to basics to make sure that they have that together so that they can go on to learn higher math. So in addition to adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing, we're covering the vocabulary, as I mentioned, math vocabulary. And we are also covering how to work with whole numbers, how to work with decimals. You need to understand place values, very important. How to work with fractions and mixed numbers. So all that is covered in that basic Math Level 1 level. Next, we're going to go to Math Level 2, and that covers a few more advanced concepts. And the advanced concepts in this next level are things like estimations. So this is a critical skill that you will need. It's very important to be able to estimate because you want to have an idea if the answer that you computed is correct or not. And by learning how to estimate, you can tell. It's like a check. How can I tell what the answer in this problem should be by doing a little mental math? And then, did I get the correct answer, or is it about, does it seem like it's about right? So that skill set of estimating is so valuable. Sometimes even on HiSET, some questions you can answer just by estimating. So it's a huge skill that I want you to master. Also, you're going to learn about ratios and proportions and percents and being able to convert numbers from decimals to percents to mixed numbers and what have you. We will also learn in this second level things like probability. And probability, as an example, is anything that you can give a percent to. What's the chance of it raining on Saturday? There's a 15% chance of rain. Okay, so about the schedule, you are expected to show up to class on every day that there is class. Now, how do I give your attendance credit? Attendance credit is based on what work you turn in. So every day you need to submit work. The way the course works is you're going to have your notepad that you bought specifically for math. It's very, very important. I don't want you to use a notebook that already has a section for other subjects. We want one dedicated to math. And the reason is you're going to be taking a lot of notes. That's one of the most important things that you are going to do and learn and master in this class, how to take notes from a lecture. Your course is going to involve you watching videos that I've posted, that I've created and posted. You're going to watch them and then you're going to take notes. That's the class part. So then you're going to take a picture of one of the pages of your notes, and then you're going to upload that page of notes to the comment section on the video lessons. And you do that once a day. Okay. So even if you took 7 pages of notes, you only need to upload 1 page per day in order to meet your attendance requirements. After you've watched the videos for a particular unit and you've taken your notes and you've posted that 1 page of notes to the video comments, then you're going to do the assignment for that unit. There is one assignment, which is a review assignment. So it'll give you a sample of all the types of problems that you covered in that unit. Okay, so then if you can do that correctly, and after you submit it, and you'll submit it on Schoology, you'll submit it to Schoology to that particular assignment. And when you do that, the next thing you're going to notify me and let me know that you submitted it. You can do that 2 ways. You're either going to message me on Schoology and let me know, and your message might look something like this. Hi, I just completed assignment 1G. Please correct it for me. Even if you just said, I just completed 1G, I would understand. But if you want to be polite about it, then of course you would say, please, will you correct it for me? And everybody always appreciates politeness. It makes the world better when people use their manners. Okay, so then I'm going to grade that assignment for you when I get your message and it notifies me, and then I can easily navigate to it and I'll correct it for you. I'm looking for that score to be 85% or better if you're taking HiSET Prep. Okay, HiSET Prep has a little bit of a higher bar than the other individual courses. Okay, and the idea is because I want you to really understand the work you're doing to that level so that when you get to the HiSET, you will definitely be able to pass it. Okay, so we're challenging ourselves a little bit more than is expected for the other courses. If you just need to get credit for Math 1 or Math 2 or Math 3, or an algebra course, either Algebra 1A or 1B, or Geometry 1A or 1B, then that bar is 80% on each assignment or assessment that you do. Okay, but for HiSET prep, we're looking for 85% or better, okay, or better. Okay, so the other way you can notify me that you completed the assignment is on the phone app called Remind. I want you to find Remind. It's the big blue R that you will find on your app store on your phone. It's a free download. And many, many teachers use this particular app to communicate with their classes. And I use it pretty much every day. I send you messages daily on Remind. So I send you reminders to come to class, but I also send you information such as if a holiday came up, or I'm running late, or there's some obstruction to class. You will be notified in the group messages, announcements that I get on Remind. I don't do it on Schoology. So to get my announcements, you must download the Remind app and add yourself to my class. Okay, so there's a specific class code to the day class, and then there's a specific class code to the evening class. So you're going to copy that after you've downloaded the Remind app, and then you're going to add yourself to the class. So that's something that I want you to do today, day one. Okay, so after I've gotten your message and I correct your assignment, two things possibly happens. If your score is 85% or higher, if you're taking HiSET prep for math, then I'll say, excellent. And I'll tell you your score in my message to you on Schoology. So you always want to check your Schoology messages. I'm going to message you back on Schoology. Sometimes if the student is right in front of me, I will just tell you your score, in which case you won't get that message because I've just communicated it to you. However, for the most of the times, I'm messaging you with the results of the score that you earned when you turned in that assignment. Word to the wise, answer all the questions. Don't leave any unanswered questions when you turn in that review assignment, because if your score is 70 because you left some blanks, then you're going to have to go back and do them anyways. So you may as well do them all before you turn it in. Now, if I graded your paper and you scored something like 70, something below the 85%, even if it's 84%, that's lower than 85. So I will tell you your score, and then I will ask you to make corrections on the assignment. Most of the students turn in their work on the actual assignment PDF document, okay? And they find it in the assignment, and I'm gonna give you a visual walkthrough as soon as I finish explaining this to you. And then they work it out on a website called kamiapp.com. KAMIAPP.com. Now, that is an editing program that allows you to import your PDF and then actually type right on the assignment. So it makes it very easy for me to grade for you, and you get to see exactly, you don't have to rewrite the problems. And so it will save you a little bit of time, especially if you need to make some corrections. So if I send you your message and I say, okay, Lisa or Jeanette or Gregory or whoever you happen to be, I will address you and I'll say, okay, this is your score, and you scored. So please open the document and correct the questions that you miss. So when you are doing a redo, that's what we call it, all you're doing is correcting the specific questions that you missed or that you left blank, okay? If you're doing the work on Cami, please do not use a black font. Use a color. The color would be like blue or green or red or orange or purple. I think those are the options. Don't use black because it takes me a lot longer to grade black. Okay, it's harder to see. It doesn't stand out. It looks like the text. So use a color. Make it nice and big. Choose, blow it up, make it nice and big so it's easy to read. I don't have a teeny little font like that, and I have to take out my magnifying glass to see it. Why? It'll take me a lot longer to grade. And since I'm the only one grading the work for my class, speed is an issue for me. In order to return your work, I need you to help make that possible. And you do that by choosing a nice color for your font, making it nice and big. If you choose to do it by hand, you're going to be very careful, print neatly, make sure you have the page numbers on there, make sure you have the problems numbered correctly. You want to put a nice box around your final answers so I can tell the difference between your scratch work and where your answer is. If I have to spend a lot of time hunting for your answers, it really does slow me down. So I need you to be on board and help me out. It's fine if you want to print out the PDFs and write on them, or even if you want to do it on line paper. But like I said, you need to label it correctly. You need to write the page numbers down. You need to make everything super clear so it's easy for me to grade for you.